Mic check. There we go. Alright. I'm going to be pretty quick with this introduction. Basically, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of practice with WL4 for a speedrun relay that I've known that I was going to be a part of, but I have not been practicing as much as I should have. I'll be sure to actually link when that is once we get to that point, but for now I have about an hour and a half, a little more than that, to actually get some practice in. I'm still kind of getting all my stuff together and whatnot for that. So yeah, that is what today is going to be. Let me see. I need to link this stream in the WL4 in the Wario Discord. I am still tired. Oh, I did not want. I don't know what that was. Ugh. Man, I wish I got more sleep. Then again, I'm always tired when I wake up, so I don't know if it would actually help at all. There we go, link into the Wario Discord. Now it's just time to make sure my everything else is set up properly. I accidentally muted myself instead of unmuting this. Hopefully I'm not being drowned out. That would be embarrassing if I did. Oh, I should probably turn off the notifications for Discord and Steam before. Oh yeah, I have Steam closed already. Okay. God, I am a mess right now. Okay. Oh, I should probably also make sure to turn off my wake up alarms. Real quick. There's one about to go off in 1 minute from now. Dismiss that one. I only need the alarm that I set specifically for, hey, go to work. Okay. Now we should be all set, I think. Gotta keep an eye on my auto splitter just to make sure it actually starts it. Okay? Alright, let's move. Nothing else now but to play the game. I'm hoping I'm gonna do good on the actual speedrun relay. This is literally just sort of a practice warm up, just kind of see how I do while tired. Just woke up. I also did a bit of off-stream practice last night, but that practice was not on like the time pack. That was practice on like the WL4 practice hack, which is one that allows you to reset per room. And so I did practice a few spots here and there with that, but Jesus Christ, I am bouncing off everything. This is why I need to do a little bit. Jesus. I really falling apart. I'm just sorry. But yeah. Usually when I do my runs, I do it like after work or whatever. This is my before work. I just woke up like an hour ago, and the only reason it took me this long to get here is because of the fact that, you know, I'm just tired. I did a lot of my like preparation to go to work before coming here, so there's that. Stuff like that. So yeah. A lot of my practice was on the very first non-tutorial level that everyone does, because yeah, Crescent Moon Village has a lot of like small things that I just like don't fully know. I could also just be dumb and do that. This area was one I practiced a lot, and right there I failed it. But there is sort of a way you can run in that room to do the thing. I will say, the chest over here, the one where you have to like do the jump. The one where you have to do the jump for the chest back there, I did a bit of practice. I also, of course, practiced this a little bit. This one... That one's actually easy once you figure it out. And it's wild that I've never done it before. This is one, though, that I never got right. But I've almost gotten right a few times. Yeah, those are some of the sore spots for me, for sure, is just the fact that I can almost get some of them, but there's some of them where I've genuinely never gotten. And then just this section, I just need to make sure I'm paying attention and don't take the route that's for hard. That is a lot easier than normal. Alright, let's see if I remember. Right! Okay. I'll do like one attempt during the relay and then I'll go back to that. Just because I don't exactly trust myself with getting that correct first try. If I don't get it first try, I'm going to start panicking if I keep. So I think I am gonna just do one attempt on that when I do the actual thing. Lost a bit of time. I'm hardly here. Okay. Yeah. Is this better? Is this better, or is this not much better? Yeah, I'm talking again now. Uh, okay, I will give a little more in a moment. Good thing this is a practice run and not me trying to do like a serious time. Here, I'll this is the highest I can turn the mic up. Is that good? Why were you over there? Yeah, this is the highest I can do. Good now? Okay, cool. How'd I miss the bat? Usually I just hit that when I do that. But yeah, I don't know how much of the preamble you actually caught. This is a practice for a relay of 2 teams that are going to be doing Wario Land, not just Wario Land, just Wario speedrunning. And I am going to be on one of the 2 teams doing Wario Land 4 specifically for my game. I am the team's Wario Land 4 player. Which is funny. Yeah. Which is funny because of the fact that I'm running a category that I don't normally run, which is the normal difficulty, which means that I have a lot of muscle memory that just isn't correct. And heck, me doing a lot of Archipelago in the last few months also kind of is throwing me off a little bit. I almost went for the CD box here. But yeah, basically I'm just kind of doing a warm-up for that. That's going to be tomorrow. And the reason why I'm doing the stream before work is because the relay, the estimate for my time is like about like 1:30, 1:45-ish, which is usually when I'm still waking up. So that's a which is definitely a bit of a I have to be on it. I have to be paying attention. Which I feel like I am not doing a great job. I'm not exactly frame perfect at this game or anything. And the person on the other team doing Wario Land 4 is someone that's like got an actual competitive time. So I'm just going to kind of get stomped in that regard. But also, I think it's the teams are supposed to be balanced in a way where it should be like close. So like I got people on the team I'm on that are better on their game than the people on the other team. I don't know. I'm kind of rambling. Ah, Jesus. I do think that it's gonna be fun though when we when the relay happens. hopefully I don't play as rough as I'm doing right now. I am definitely not playing that great. Wait, why did my timer for Arabian Night not stop? That is not good. Something messed up. Oh, I think I know what messed up. When I went to mess with my thing, it didn't work out right. Okay. I need to pay attention to that then. Alright. No big deal. Just, yeah, I'm gonna have to be paying attention a bit. When I am doing the stream tomorrow, I'm going to have, like, mic off and no chat on screen and all that. I am just going to be running, and hopefully it'll go good. Mild. I say. I'm sure it'll be fine. If I have a spot where I mess up, that's not a big deal. It's just something that will be on my mind. Ah. Oh, don't worry, I'll have fun with it. The only part that's really gonna stress me is the fact that the time for me to run is like 1:45 estimated, with me needing to be ready as early as like an hour before. And I feel like that is going to be what messes with me the most, is just the time. See, I do stuff like that where I just can't do the jump off the rock and end up getting it up on the art floor rather than me getting on the art floor because of that. I think the thing I'm just most worried about is accidentally sleeping in, and that is the one thing I do not want to do. TTS is way far behind because it still hasn't read that message out. I need to look into a different TTS, but this one is one that is web-based, so I don't need to have it on the computer, because all the ones that are like for PC require Windows. But yeah, so tomorrow, around this time, I will be prepared for running, assuming. Maybe. Depends on if I'm awake enough to run. If I'm not awake enough to run, then it'll be funny. Because I might do stuff like that. That's the thing I'm trying to do there. At least I do feel very confident in some of the tricks that I've learned. Some. Right. I'm not gonna hit the bat in the way. The only other thing that would be a stressor is the fact that for the speedrun relay, I am not gonna be able to like reset if I get a run that goes pretty bad. I just have to run with whatever I got, and that is something that is like a like if I really screw up in a section, I just have to go with it. Which, knowing how I am, very possible. Like, even though I've practiced to where I know what to do on that spot, I keep messing it up, partly from tired, partly from just choking when I reach this section. Right. And it's also hit or miss if I get to that as well. Frack! Alright, let's go to Arabian Night. Not sure why I'm getting notifications for Discord when I have my Discord set to Do Not Disturb. It's supposed to turn off that. Why are phone notifications just ignorant of that? Thank you. Thank you, Dip. I am not going to be doing good on this run, and I feel like I'm going to be just kind of okay at best during the actual, like, relay. Oh yeah, thank you. Especially when I've messed up on the key room, which this keys room is very... Jesus Christ. I'm glad this is a practice one and not the actual one, because that was embarrassing. Just can't get that. How's the stuff on the setting everything up end, Dip? Hopefully there's not been any big troubles. Good. I'll just wait for a TTS3 that is a bit of a longer message. There it is. Yeah, I saw that Shasta last minute was like, oh, didn't realize it was this Saturday, uh-oh. And I assume that there's a few runners that were probably the same. I will say I'm glad that I at least knew it was this weekend in advance, because otherwise, if I didn't know, I would be in a weird spot where I would be expected to be helping with like a parents' yard sale in like all day on Saturday. But because I had warned in advance that I'm gonna be busy today, that helps me also get out of having to do all that nonsense. Whoop. What am I doing? Something like that for that spot. Replacements for all, that's good. I can't imagine that that's been the best on you though. I imagine it's been a little bit stressful to make sure you have all the replacements and whatnot. Alright. Again, I'm surprised that I was one of the runners actually chosen. I am not a top tier Land 4 speedrunner. But I'm here, so I may as well do what I can. I don't know. I'm rambling. I don't think I know Leia. Did not mean to press down there. Whoops. God. I'm fumbling on a level that I know very well. An example of my tiredness. I cannot get the enemy jump right now. Jesus. I will say, I'm surprised that I haven't heard much from the speed gaming side of things, because like, yeah, I'm glad that there is the communication for you two, but part of the reason why I got concerned like a month ago was because I didn't even know where it was being streamed. I'll be sure to like on Blue Sky or something go, hey, yeah, check out this channel on Speed Gaming. I'm gonna be doing a relay. I'll probably do that like tonight, either at work or after work. Just be like, hey, I'm gonna be there running Land 4 or something like that, basically. What's your thoughts on this gameplay? I can imagine it's been a bit. I definitely do not feel like I'm playing at the top of my game. I may be a gamer, but I am not top tier. Especially with some like this fight. I cannot get the timing. I have practiced this, but I cannot get the timing for hitting the bat when he goes down for the wave right. I've been able to hit like maybe a handful of times on my practices, but it's never consistent for me. What? Game. Am I messing up, or is the game not down presses? I might be just delayed in my down presses just from retiring. That was not a great cat bat. Okay. WL4, it has still been. I actually get that grab right and then I just mess up on the second throw. Again, the main thing is just, yeah. Brain, come on. As you can tell, there is a reason that I usually do like things like streams or whatnot after work instead of before. That is understandable. Just, yeah. Come on, pick up. There we go. I hesitated because I was like, wait, I need the box. Oh wait, no, this is not hard. The box is up here, not in there. That's one of the big downsides of running on normal. Constantly fighting my natural, I don't know the right word. I said the word, and I forgot the word that I'm trying to say. But like the natural, what feels natural, that. God. Just thug it out. I mean, I'm doing my best, and my best is not doing that great. I will be lucky if my run is like 10 minutes as fast as hide seeks. I'm gonna be real. Or 10 minutes as fast, like that is not the right wording. That is not why I lied. God. I know a specific, like, set of how you want to hit these, but my timing is way off right now. Yeah, that works. Wow, that counted as a hurt. Jesus. Good to know that there's enough time between being transformed and getting hit by the car spike to actually get hit while you're in mid-transformation. At least that went smooth. Oh, I was even saying that on stream, is that it should at least be balanced. So even if I'm not like a top tier player in any sense of the word, it should be very close. And it's gonna be interesting to see anyways. It's just a question of if it's all gonna be balanced well enough, because I imagine I'm not the only person who's like kind of mid-tier, with the other person being top tier-ish. At least that's my assumption. Wow, I am failing to jump on platforms. I practiced this room so much, and now I'm just not doing it correct. Oh boy. Like, I might be just kind of saying stuff, complaining a little bit, sure. But in the end, I am just here to game. Oh, dang it. That's another spot that I practiced excessively. And I feel like I did good for usually not even getting close. I'll let the TTS read that. That is a lot for me to read while mid-run. Yeah, as said, it's going to be a bit back and forth with a few games, and I'm aware of that. It is funny to think about, though. Especially since, like, I can't imagine everyone is exactly consistent between their PB and non-PB scores. I know I'm not. But that also applies the other way. There's probably some of the, better, more higher tier runners that are not as consistent either, so they could lose time as well. I don't know, I'm thinking aloud, tired. Not everyone's going to run at the same rate, and it is all compared to PBs, which are like the best of people's runs. only consistency we'll see is WarioWare. True. I mean, even then, someone could have an off day and menu wrong. Menuing is definitely a lot more important in something like that than in something like Land or World. In all fairness as well, one thing that is consistent with me in general, just not even just in speedrunning, but in general, is that my most consistent trait is I am very inconsistent. I could have a really bad run one day and then the next be god tier, and there is no way for me to know which it is until we're there. I might be running bad today, but then like maybe during the relay I set a new PB that is like at the 50-minute mark. Who knows? Probably not, but like anything can happen. I did not need to go back through that door. Okay. I do have to say though, Spring Wario, my biggest op, my worst enemy of every speedrun I do. Because for some reason, it's just, it never does what I want it to do. And I'm not sure why that is. God, not the minigame shop. Aerodent is also gonna be basically the, am I gonna have a decent run or am I gonna have a run with a time of like 30 extra minutes? I am, for some reason, I don't know why this is, but Aerodent specifically has this funny thing where I can do Aerodent perfectly fine in archipelago or casual runs, but in a speedrun setting, I always mess up and end up doing like 6 cycles or something. And I'm not sure what it is. Like, right there, I kept accidentally bonking his head instead of bonking him. And yeah, the only time I can do the 1 cycle is the times that I don't need to do the 1 cycle. What? Why'd you go all the way up? I'm telling you, Aerodent is mean. Don't get hit by that fire. I was close enough. Don't lie to me. Why? There we go. Right. Honestly, if I 2-cycle there, then I'm happy. Understandable. And given that that was better than my last PB, the Aerodent during my last PB, that should tell you everything. I don't know what it is. It's weird. It's weird because I can do Aerodent just fine outside of speedrunning. Again, I've 1-cycled Aerodent in AP before, but as soon as we're in like speedrun setting, I just can't. It can be frustrating, I do agree with that. The one thing that makes it better is that I am a... Oh. The one thing that makes it better for me is that... Is that I am a fan of plushies and I like the big plushy teddy bear. But yeah, no. That mouse can definitely go, die multiple times over. And given that he is a ghost, he is kind of already dead, so good. Honestly, the only part that frustrates me with it is the fact that I know I can do the fight 1-cycle. I've done the fight 1-cycle. That's the part that kind of gets me, is that, like, I know I can do it. I've done it. Why can't I do it when I need to? How's that a better time in Curious Factory? That felt bad. I got squished by the one that I need to always make sure is avoided. Man, it feels weird being able to actually go down all those stairs without having to stop for the CD chest and the 1 diamond. I have been playing a lot more Archipelago than doing speedruns, and I think that is what makes it show. That might be the wrong spot. Nope, this is the right spot. If you want to chat about anything, go ahead. another thing is that during the actual run tomorrow, I'm probably gonna have mic off, so there is that bit of I am not as focused as I will be during the run. So, if you want to chat, got anything you want to talk about, any of that stuff, go ahead. Wario. I don't think I have too much else to say, really. Someone is mowing their lawn outside. Gotta take a drink. Ah. Oh, I need that. You spend a lot more time in this room in hard mode, that's for sure. I actually don't know which is the faster to get of the snowdrops there. It might actually be that left one. Good. Everyone's favorite pinball zone. I feel like I'm actually kind of okay at pinball zone. It's definitely not my worst level, but I do have my moments. I have my moments, as said. I think pinball is the one level that I'm generally better at recovering from some screw up than at any other levels. I say as I make it to where I can't get on the platforms. Like, that could have been a lot better, but it also could have been so much worse. I've done so much worse. Right. And this is where I do the so much worse. Whoops. I forgot the whole jump. Whoops. I should probably make sure to grab the chest before getting out of this room. That would be smart. Whoa. I know I do this in an order that's different than what the main run does, but that's just because I don't think I fully understand what makes the other way to do it faster. Oh, stupid. Not the way to do that. I think this is the most I've been hit in this section in a hot minute. Honestly, the fact that that was kind of close to whatever I did on my PB is good enough for me. Or actually a bit better. Close. I don't think I'm gonna have time after this to do a second full run. I'm not sure what to do about that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll pull up Time Attack and focus Arrow then for a little bit. Jeez. I am screwing up on this part. I think I just like stopped paying attention to what I was doing right whoops. Ugh. I'll get the chest on my way back. Ooh. A little bit of a level PB there, at least in full runs. Well, I think the most unfortunate part of that enemy jump is that it's not the first time that I've accidentally done that exact thing. Jeez, that was a lot more. Oh well, yeah. It took me a bit to recover from the mess up. Got it. Brain, you know why it's over. Alright, time for the part that I practiced like 20 times on. Frick! Yep, nope. Should have expected it to be iffy. If I can get this like at least decent on the actual run, that'd be great, but I always end up getting caught. Usually it's the third bubble that gets me, not that second one. Whoop. Pressed A a little later than you need to. now I know about this part. Oh, I tried going for it anyways. I had... Muscle memory is a pain. I don't feel confident in doing the fast way of these jumps, but I know that I can get those if I'm really focused. Ooh. Did good there. I will take it. Right. Forgot to jump on one. No. Alright, let's see if I can... I've finally figured out how to start swimming. Because I know how to do the swim pretty well, but starting the swim in Golden Passage is what usually throws me off. And the answer is, usually I double tap, but for starting the swim, triple tap. That was all that I was missing. Ah. My golden passage is down to the split second. Jesus. Somehow, once again, it's all down to if I do a decent golden detour or not for this one. Oh well. If I can at least get something like a 55-30 whatever, that would be amazing. Yeah. It all depends on how well I do with the spring hammer, and I feel like that is the one thing I am the worst at in this game. Oh. Got a message. I will read that as soon as I am done beating up Golden Diva. Right. Right. Fall apart. As expected. What? I accidentally pressed down instead of left there. And that is time. 5803, alright. Certainly not the best that I've done, but definitely felt like it was going to be worse. I'll definitely take that. Alright, so I have another... what is it? It is 2:15 and I have until about 2:40-ish before I need to head out. That is definitely not enough time for me to do an nerve run, but that is enough time to set up the one time attack and do a bit of practice on arrow deck. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. Should probably make sure that this is not over it. I just realized I've had desktop audio off this whole time, so you guys haven't been able to hear the TTS whenever it talks. It is behind, I promise. Gonna mute it so that it doesn't overlap with the one on my TV. So usually watch the credits all the way through, that is tradition. However, because I am paying attention to time, I do think I have to switch over to the other one real quick. Wario driving the other way. Phew. Let me turn off the GameCube. There we go. Mute that. Okay. I don't even need... I don't need to have live split open right now. And hey, me doing some attempts at Aerodent means I can put something on the board for Aerodent, even if it's probably not going to be great. Alright. Immediately great start. Let's just set a baseline. Let's beat Aerodent, and then we can worry about getting a better time after. Nope. Let's just full reset. I didn't even need the soft reset there. That is my default. That was a looking to be a bad one. Let's start from the beginning. See, that was a good cycle. It wasn't the one cycle, but this could definitely just be like a 2 cycle. Brack! Yeah, if you want a really competitive time, you do kind of need to one cycle it. That was a 1 minute 6 second. What is... Hold on, I'm pulling up speedrun.com real quick. What is the current top times for Aerodent? Unrestricted. So 32, 30, and 29. Meaning if I want to be on the board, yeah, it would be not only just one cycle, but a good one cycle. But we have our baseline. Now let's go for one cycle. soft reset instead of pause reset. God, I am smart. Need to remember, time attack, I can just pause. Like that. Something happened there. Inputs didn't go through right, or I just jumped at a weird time. It is habit to reset by soft reset. Jesus. Why am I doing that? Maybe it's because I'm still kind of in the full run mindset because I just came off of a full run attempt. But still. This is not going to be a top tier one. Jesus. Well, that's certainly one way to mess that one up. I might have no brain power for this right now, which not a good thing, especially when I still need to work today too. Why is my spacing so weird? Sometimes I feel like I got it, and then as soon as I'm like sure about it, that's when I start messing it up. It's like, okay, 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 okay. See, like, right there, I had a amazing, well, almost a one cycle that just, for some reason, stopped being correct. Like, that was still a decent run for it being a 2-cycle, but Jesus Christ, what happened there? Ugh. At least it's, at least that was a decent one up until I fell apart. Now I go for 1-cycles, because I think that was a good enough 2-cycle to where any not 1-cycles are not really gonna beat it. See, like, that was a decent one. It was not a top record 1-cycle, but that was a good 1-cycle. 3366. I don't think that's top 3, but it's competitive compared to anything that's not a 1-cycle. Let's go for one more. One more 1-cycle. Give me another 1-cycle. That was a slower 1-cycle, but that was another 1-cycle. Jeez. My inconsistency is very my inconsistency is very consistent, as said, in so many other places, in so many other times. Huh. Honestly, it might be about time for me to start wrapping up. I might wrap up and prepare for work like a little earlier than expected because I am starting to feel exhausted already. And I'm not even sure why. He was going up from that one. I feel like I'm just kind of swinging at the air on that one. Can you believe that this fight was made for kids? Because I was one of those kids that did this fight. In fact, there are times where I feel like I did better as a kid than now when it comes to some Wario Land stuff, but at the same time, hindsight. Because I definitely didn't know some of the tricks that I know now. I didn't even know, like, the ability to throw an enemy up and then jumping off of them. The enemy bounce or stomp jump or whatever. Didn't know that was even a thing until I started speedrunning the game. I think a handful more attempts and then I'm gonna be out. What? Why'd you go all the way up from that? That was a weird one. Hey. I might just be falling too much apart at this point. I might be... It might be time for me to wrap up. Yeah, I think it's time for me to wrap up. So, let's switch over to the chatting scene real quick. Yeah, I feel exhausted. I have to work today. Tomorrow, don't know the exact time, but around 1:45 is the estimate. Should be when I am up to bat to do Wario Land 4 for the speedrun relay. And if you want to catch the whole relay, my time, 9 a.m. is when it starts on the channel known on Twitch known as Speed Gaming. And yeah, I will not have microphone up for that or anything like that. It will just be me running the game. But for those of you who are watching this, thank you for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day.